welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel and I am a young mother to a little boy named Amos. Today I wanted to share with you guys what I am planning for Advent and my Christmas countdown, and as well as what does Advent mean for me as a Christian Catholic. So to start out with, the word Advent means the arrival of someone important or of an event or something important. So it can be the arrival of someone, a thing, or an event that is important. So I think it really sums up what Christmas is the arrival of a person, of our salvation, and it is a major event in the history of salvation. So Advent really is a good description for the time up until Christmas. So during Advent, it is really important as Christians that we take some time to remember that eventually there's going to be a final coming, and Jesus is going to come one last time, and he will be, coming to collect us all for heaven. And so during Advent, we try to take some time to think about his final coming, while also celebrating the day that he came into the world as a man to save us all. So we do a few things. So Advent is, as Catholics, Advent is a season all in itself, and the Christmas season doesn't actually start until Christmas. But that doesn't mean that we can't put up Christmas decorations and we can have fun Christmas things. Just like, Thanksgiving is like only one day, but you could put up your Thanksgiving decorations. Like Halloween is the same way. We still put up Christmas decorations and everything, but technically for Catholics, Christmas doesn't start until actually Christmas Day. And what we're doing now is our Advent. And Advent can be solemn, but it's also extremely joyful because we're waiting for something that we know is coming. We're waiting for Jesus, and I mean, what could be better? So there's literally nothing better than Jesus, and it's really exciting. And Christmas is a huge celebration. It's supposed to be an incredibly wonderful celebration, and we're anticipating that. So it's a happy season, and so Advent is both solemn and joyful at the same time. We need to remember that we are preparing ourselves to meet God every day of our lives throughout the year, but we also are happy about it because eventually I would like to go to heaven. So we do Christmas decorations. I had a thought about for a while, maybe I wouldn't put up any Christmas decorations till the day before Christmas or Christmas Eve, just to kind of do Advent, but I love Christmas too much, and I was just I love Christmas decorations, and I just gotta put them up. And so I will be putting those up. But in light of it being Advent and waiting for Christmas, I've come up with a couple of things as a Christmas countdown, but I also have a couple of things that I'm going to be doing for myself spiritually. So my number one Christmas countdown is a paper chain countdown because I love these. They're just so much fun. I made them one for my wedding and did that countdown. We did it for 100 days. So 100 days, when it reached the time, it was 100 days before my wedding. My husband and I put together this paper chain, and it was just a lot of fun. So I'm doing one for Christmas, and it's just going to be 25 days, so it'll start on December 1st. And I am putting on each link a Christmas activity to do. And I will actually have a tutorial for this over on my blog next Thursday. So there'll be 2 blog posts up next Thursday, one about Advent plans and a tutorial on how I did my, the word is escaping me now, I said it just a few times, paper chain countdown. So on each link there will be a Christmas activity. So it was a little bit difficult to do because I really had to get out the calendar and be okay, what is December 1st? What can we be doing on this day? Because I included, some big activities and some little activities. So I included things I don't remember what days that I put them on now, but on December 1st, you call the grandparents, you can FaceTime your grandparents, and the little activities like that, make a Christmas card, or like I have like make Christmas cards for your godparents, or like make Christmas card for your dad, you know, it's like little things like that. And my plan is to incorporate Amos in all of this. So Amos loves to FaceTime his grandparents. He loves coloring, so I think he's gonna really enjoy Christmas cards. He also really loves baking, so I've got like make Christmas cookies on one of those days. And again, I'll give you the whole list over on my blog, and I'll leave a link below the video. So you need to like, so I basically thought of a bunch of little activities to do on the weekdays, but on the weekends I thought of some like bigger activities to do. Like the first week in December, we're gonna go get our Christmas tree, and then you always have to let your Christmas tree rest for a day before decorating it. So I will, like the next day after that, we're gonna decorate our Christmas tree. So I created this 25-day chain full of Christmas activities. I think it's gonna be a really fun, exciting way to do the Christmas countdown. Also, in order to share it with other people and like our relatives and stuff, I'm going to do my Instagram stories. I'm going to do basically a little Instagram story of our activity of the day for the whole 25 days up until Christmas. And the 25th day on Christmas, I just wrote enjoy Christmas, because obviously Christmas is filled with Christmas activities, so do we really need to do anything else? So I'm super excited for that. And again, there will be a tutorial, and I'll share with you guys how I made it. It was super fun to do. The only thing I have to do is print it out and to make it, to put it all together, which honestly, that's so much fun too. Like, there's something just kind of soothing and calming. Like, before the Christmas rush happens, I'm just gonna put links on my paper chain together. Like, that is just so soothing. So that'll be fun. So that's a big thing. And again, they're all activities that Amos can join in on, and I'm so excited for all of these Christmas activities that I get to do with my son. Because like, you know, last year was his first Christmas, but this year he's actually old enough to like begin to start understanding things. And like opening presents is gonna be so much fun, but like decorating the tree, he's gonna love that. He already loves to like put things in compartments and stuff, and I think that when we show him we put the ornaments on the tree, he's just gonna be all over that. And I even actually got him I'll probably do an Instagram story on how I put this together, but I bought a bunch of pieces of felt, and I'm going to make him a felt Christmas tree and felt ornaments, because the felt sticks to each other. So that way I'm gonna put it up on the wall somewhere, and he can decorate his own tree throughout the year. So I think that'll also be fun for a way for him to be like excited about Christmas. And plus, he's just gonna have a ball with that. He loves sticking things to places, and I'm also hoping that I will help him not want to take the ornaments off the tree after we put them on, if he can take them off and on his own little tree. We'll see. Probably wrong, but we'll see. So that's what I'm doing really for that like Christmas countdown, which is part of our Advent, part of our waiting, like we're counting down the days. But also I need to remember that Advent is a spiritual time. Like, it's a time for me to prepare my soul, to really focus on my soul, when we're supposed to be preparing our soul all year round. Like, this is, you know, as practicing Catholics, this is what we're doing. We're preparing our soul for the coming of Christ and the final coming, and whether or not that might be your natural time of death, or whether or not the end of the world comes, we are always preparing ourselves for Christ. But Advent is a time to really bring us back. I mean, this happens every year. It's a time to really remind us of what we're supposed to be spending every day doing. So, going and doing this, my mom got me this really awesome book. And I'll actually insert a picture here because it is beautiful and I love it, and it's a gorgeous book, and it's a book for the whole year, but it is a perfect timing because Advent is also the new year for the church. So the church has their liturgical year, which is the any holy days of obligation, the Easter, Christmas, all of the seasons of the church, you know, that's called the liturgical year, and the church basically has its own like calendar. And I mean, it's spread out on the church calendar that everyone uses, but in the church, in the Catholic Church, Advent, the first day of Advent, is the start of our new year. So we actually, yesterday, Sunday, just celebrated the Feast of Christ the King, which is kind of like the big blast celebration of the end of the year that we have is the feast of Christ the King. Remember that Jesus is our King, and I always loved that feast day, and it was super fun. I like made a cake, and me and my husband and Amos celebrated that. And then we are next weekend moving into the new year of the church, so we're starting a new liturgical season, which starts with Advent. So my mom got me and a couple of my sisters a book, and it has meditations for every Sunday Mass and a place to write down your thoughts, and basically it helps you really focus on the gospel and the readings and try to help you connect with Jesus through these readings, and to find the lesson that you're going to take home with you and apply to your life so you can live out the gospel. So I'm really excited about that because I love the Bible. I love reading it. That's like my favorite form of prayer, really, is to read the Bible. And I don't know, there's just so many stories and it's so much fun, and I love it. It's a huge book and there's so much to digest. And so I really love reading it, and I just, over the past year even, kind of discovered this love of reading the Bible, and so I'm so excited to deepen my faith in this way and have this. And again, I'll show you, like, it is a beautiful book, and so I'm excited for that too. I'm also hoping to invite my husband into it and have him help me do it. So I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you like journaling, like if you're into journaling, this is great because it's like a journal for your soul. And so it's a great activity. Like, so if you're looking for something for Advent to do for Advent, you don't even need to have this book specifically, but maybe you take your Advent to maybe you take your Advent to really try to focus on the gospel when you're in Mass, or anywhere really. You can look up the daily readings. I mean, you can find them on the internet, and maybe you take a time to read the readings for each day, which is also something I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping that, to find the daily readings and to, again, really focus on them and take that time that you get to spend. Take the time to spend with Jesus and to read what he left for you to read. Again, you don't need this book to do it. You can find any journal. You can get a notepad or just a plain college ruled notebook and read the gospel, the daily gospels, and the daily readings, and think about them and write a journal passage about what you took away from that. And maybe a prayer. Maybe you learned a lesson from the reading and you say a prayer and ask Jesus to help you apply that to your life. And I think it's a really good way to reconnect with Jesus and be able to work on yourself as well. And it's in that preparing ourselves for Jesus. He gave us the tools that we need. He left us the Bible. So I think it's just a really great way. All right, now that I'm done ranting about this, like, as you can tell, I'm really excited about this. Like, it's just gonna be so much fun. I love writing to begin with, and if I can write about the Bible and what I'm learning from it, that's even better. So I'm really excited about that. I also want to bring Amos into this. Like, I want to give him the opportunity to start learning, even from as young of an age as 1, what Advent is about. And I'm going to take this opportunity to teach him about Jesus. And we, of course, always are teaching him about Jesus. We go to church every Sunday, and I say prayers with him before he goes to bed. And so, in however way a 1-year-old knows, he knows who Jesus is. But I'm going to take this time to tell him the story of Christmas. So we have a couple of Christmas kid books that I'm going to read him and really point out Jesus. And he picked out a nativity to use. And I'm really excited too, because for Christmas his grandparents got him a Little People nativity set. So that'll be fun. I'm sure he already loves Little People, so he's going to be all over that. But I had him help me pick out our family nativity set, which is all wood, so he can't break it. to really kind of invite him into knowing who Jesus is. And he right now is in that like cute toddler zone where he loves babies and he's just so fascinated by babies and he wants to like look at them and touch them. And my mom has a life-size statue of baby Jesus and he loves that statue and he loves to go up and touch its face and he tries to pick it up sometimes, which is super cute and super sweet. So I'm really excited to teach Amos about Jesus, and I'm just going to do it by continuously pointing him out, and eventually like the churches will bring out their nativity sets and I'll get to show him those, and also just always pointing out Jesus in the nativity set that we're going to have at home and reading him the books. And I think it's going to be really fun because he loves to read and he loves babies, so it's going to be fun and exciting. And just finding those little moments where I can point out that Jesus is here and with us, and you know, in the simplest basic way, begin to invite my toddler to knowing Jesus, which honestly he probably knows Jesus better than I do right now. So yeah, I'm really excited for all of those things. During Advent, I also will be taking the opportunity to think about what we're going to wear for Christmas. I like to have fun outfits, and I'm hoping to find a fun outfit for Amos and for my husband and for myself, and I'm hoping that we can all kind of match. So that's something I also think about. So I hope these few ideas helped you come up with some of your own ideas. Again, I will have over on my blog a tutorial on how I did the Christmas countdown, as well as all of these ideas written out if you wanted to go over them again, and those will be out on Thursday. And if you are interested in seeing how the Christmas countdown plays out and all of the little activities that I have, feel free to follow me on my Instagram and you can see how I put up my daily stories about how the Christmas countdown is going. And as always, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing if you are interested in seeing how the rest of the season goes. Thank you for watching.